Okay, cricket fans, lean in, because this chase has edge of your seat written all over it. Australia are hunting 278 under bright lights. The pitch is grip and go for the spinners, and South Africa's bowlers have come out breathing fire. We've got early wickets, near misses, and a run rate that keeps tapping the glass like, hey, remember me. If you love momentum swings, smart captaincy calls, and batters trying to reset the tone under pressure, this one's your kind of ride. We'll break down how South Africa built a street-smart 277, which Aussie bowlers turned the screws, and how the reply has shifted from cautious to crunchy. Buckle up, because we're going to unpack every over story, why certain matchups matter, and what it'll really take to land this chase before the final ball. First, the setup. South Africa posted 277, a total that felt modest early, exploded in the middle, then tightened late. They were 2 down quickly to Xavier Bartlett, who hit that hard length and found enough movement to make new ball batting feel like a pop quiz. Then the Proteas rebuilt with composure, using strike rotation and selective aggression to steer into a launch pad around the 30-over mark. It looked like 300+ was warming up on the runway, until Australia's change-ups, short ball ploys, and deeper outfield draps dragged the innings back to the pack. That ebb and flow matters because it tells you what this surface rewards: discipline, angles, and guts. Player of the bridge for South Africa, Matthew Breetzke, who set rhythm with clean timing, tempo control, and an awareness of gaps. He became the glue in a phase where dot ball pressure was always lurking, riding out leg spin risk and pouncing on anything short. Tristan Stubbs added the acceleration ingredients: range hitting when the field pushed back, and savvy singles when Australia hid the ball into the pitch. When those two were rolling, 300 looked like the median. Then came the turn. Miscues into the deep, misreads of pace off, and that old white ball truth. Leg spin risks breed leg spin rewards. Flip the script. Australia's bowling response deserves credit for adaptation. Nathan Ellis mixed speeds beautifully, using the around-the-wicket angle and surprise bumpers to turn swing arcs into skied chances. Ellis Zampa targeted early, stuck at it, and cashed in once the hitters had to force. Bartlett's bookends, new ball nip, then later short ball plans kept South Africa guessing, and Marnus Labuschagne handed a buy-me-a-wicket roll, landed exactly that with teased flight and just tempting enough lengths. The headline: 7 bowling options used, and nearly all offered a change of taste when the innings needed a pivot. Death overs can rewrite a card, but Australia held that endgame. South Africa's tail had flashes, clever scoops, a straight hit threading long on, but not enough sustained finish to blast beyond 280. That's a credit to execution. Fuller at the stumps when angles beckoned. Bouncers climbing the badge when eyes were set on Yorkers. Fielders switched like chess pieces to where the next slog was likely to land. In short, Australia turned a potential 305 into a very chaseable 277. On a surface where spin nails the top, cutters find ankles, and hard hands are punished. Chase time, and the first act was nervy. Travis Head nicked and nudged, then miscued a loft that hung forever and found hands. Marnus followed, chasing width and paying the price. Classic new ball enticement. For South Africa, Lungi and Ngidi hit that channel that forces batters to play or look silly, while Nandre Berger's steep bounce asked questions at the gloves. The score after 10 overs said tight lid, and that's exactly what it felt like. Australia, 39 for 3 by the time the squeeze fully arrived, the run rate starting to look taller with every dot. Mitchell Marsh tried to shift the vibe. He threw hands through cover, picked up length over mid-on, and briefly turned pressure into punch. But ambition met line, and across the line pickup to a ball too wide, and the trap snapped shut. From there, it became Cameron Green and Josh Inglis's partnership against the board. Green experimented with footwork to disrupt the spinner's lengths. while Inglis started building a tempo scaffold, low-risk dabs, strong squares, and one or two "now you feel me" strokes to reclaim narrative. It wasn't flashy, it was necessary. Keshav Maharaj and the double spin choke. Maharaj pounded a straight, skiddy seam on a length that makes sweepers second guess. The message was simple. Sennar and Mukasamy matched that discipline from the other end. Shouldered deliveries that felt heavier than their pace, angles narrowing the release, patience forcing miscues. Aiden Markram sprinkled himself in, not as a star turn, but as a rhythm breaker. A slightly shorter ball here to invite the reverse, a drifted one there to bait the reach. Classic captaincy bowling, more about timing than turn. Australia's reply needed an ignition, and Inglis kept hunting it. He unveiled reverses with purpose, not just for show, using the square boundary to punish that one fractionally short length. He found the fence with a lean-back pull that had gotten him before, this time nailing balance and contact. Green's role was anvil to Inglis's hammer. Absorb, advance, and keep arms free. The partnership began rewriting the ask. From "this could slip away" to 2 big overs and we're right there. When spin bows a holding pattern, the best counter is to move the field with intent. And that's exactly what they did. Even so, the match lived in the margins. Stubbs shelled a chance at cover. Another opportunity died inches from fingers diving forward. Those moments stick because they change shapes. Marsh stays, required rate dips, India ink blot fades. Instead, wickets had already made the task tall, and every dot felt heavier. Australia's strategy: milk when gripped, muscle when floated, was sound. The question became whether the surface would allow enough muscled overs before South Africa's spinners reclaimed the metronome. Scoreboard pressure isn't just math, it's mood, and the Proteas made the mood claustrophobic. Where does the chase win from here? 2 things: decisiveness and depth. Decisive calls against the fifth bowler or the part-timer overs must net more than par. Depth means batters 6 and 7 contributing 20-something at a strike that doesn't stall the turnstile. Australia can't wait for a miracle over. They have to manufacture it. Premeditated sweeps to force square cover changes, shuffles to turn a good length into half-volley territory, and quick singles that make spinners feel rushed. If power plays are gone, mini power plays must be created, one matchup at a time. For South Africa, the blueprint is beautifully uncomplicated. Keep the stumps in play, protect square with precision, and dare the batters to hit against the turn into longer pockets. Don't chase miracles, hunt mistakes. Use Markram as the over that recenters the rate right when a release threatens. Save pace with old ball wobble for the moment a new hitter walks in and wants rhythm he can't have. Above all, be boring in the most dangerous way. .1.1 until frustration gifts a catching drill at lawn-on. Zoom out, and this game is a study in ODI nuance on a slowish deck. The new ball offered seamers a 5-over window. The middle belonged to smarter spin. The end rewarded craft more than pace. Batting-wise, 50 looks different here. It's not a fireworks show. It's a mortgage paid in singles with 2 premium shots per over. That's why Breetzke's calm, Stubbs' timing, and Inglis's shot selection each matter beyond the scorecard. They're blueprints for surviving the squeeze without shrinking the intent. That balance, risk managed, not removed, is today's key currency. So what decides it from the final stretch? Fielding first. South Africa's drops can't become a theme. Second, strike rotation. Australia must keep the board moving even when the rope goes missing. Third, captain's timing. When to bowl one more of Maharaj, when to flip to cutters, when to dare the short side with the field up. In tight chases, there's always one over that ages the game 5 years. If Australia find it with intent, 2 boundaries and a thick edge, they flip the script. If South Africa strangle that over into 5, they write the last paragraph. Bottom line, 277 is chaseable, but not casually. Australia need a clean, confident finish. Minimize